This is a Flutter animation, and today I will show you how to create this animation with Flutter. This coffee animation was created by JideGuru. Check out his channel if you want to see more animation. Now it's time to code. The first thing we need to do is to create the with ticker provider state mixin, and I will tell you why later. After we create an animation controller called the coffee controller. We need also a boolean is green coffee. This is to know if we are currently showing the green coffee or the brown coffee. So when we start, this will be set as false. We have also a boolean is text ready. This is also false when we start. Because we use an animation controller, we need to initialize the coffee controller. For this, we use the init state and we say coffee controller is equal to an animation controller with the vsync this. And that is why we need the ticker provider state mixin. Otherwise, it will not work. So I will put back the ticker provider state mixin. We will also add a listener to this coffee controller by saying add listener. And if the coffee controller.value is greater than 0.7, and this means if the animation has been completed more than 70%, then we will stop the animation and it will be time to show the green coffee, so we will say is green coffee equal to true. We can set state to refresh the screen. Right after, we will create a future delayed, and after once again, we will trigger something. This will set the boolean is text ready to true. Again, we will set state to refresh the screen. Because we use the animation controller, we need also to dispose the controller. And now it's time to work on the UI. We create a double height that equal to the media query.size.height. And inside a stack widget, the first widget will be a visibility. And it will be visible only if it's the green coffee. The child will be the bottom part. So you can see it's the login and the register. The animated controller will have a height. And if it's the green coffee, the height will be a fraction of the screen, otherwise it will be the full height of the screen. We will also play with the border radius, so the bottom left will be a radius circular, and if it's the green coffee it will have a 25 radius, otherwise 0. We will do the same thing for the bottom right. And the child of the animated controller is a column. Inside this one we will have the AnimatedCrossFade, and this takes 4 arguments. The first child will be a Lottie asset, and it's a JSON animation for the green coffee. The second child will be also a Lottie asset, but this one will be the brown coffee, and it's also a JSON file. The controller of the second child is the coffee controller that we have earlier created. The height will be half of the height of the screen. And when the animation is loaded, then we will receive the information about it. And with this information, we can say the coffee controller.duration is equal to the duration of this Lottie asset. And it's time to start the coffee controller animation. And we need the duration of the coffee controller because at 70% of the animation, we trigger something. We have created a listener earlier inside this video. For the crossfade state, we will say if it's the green coffee, then display the first child, which is the green coffee. Otherwise, display the second child. This one is the brown coffee. The duration will be 2 seconds. So it will take 2 seconds to transition between the brown coffee into the green coffee. Right under the animated crossfade, we will also add a center. This one will have the child animated opacity. And for the opacity, if the text is ready, then it will be 1, otherwise 0. So we see the text only if it's ready. The duration will be 1 second, and the child will be a text called coffee cups. This is the animation we have created. Thanks again to JideGuru. Make sure you subscribe so we can prove William that Flutter is better than React Native. YouTube algorithm think you should watch this video next, and they also think you should like this video. That's it for this one. See you in the next video. Bye.